What's going on, guys? We're gonna do a different kind of video today. I'm gonna do sort of like a review of how my day went. Um, so I did take a trade. I took a trade on Google. We're gonna go over that, but we're also gonna go over the trades I skipped and why I skipped them. Let me just do this real quick. That looks cool. Okay. Um, so what I was looking at off open, let me show you my trade ideas. This is what I had written out. Let me pop it out so you guys can see it better. Cool. So this is kind of what I was watching for today off open. So you can see Netflix 416 and sorry, I'll show you why. Okay, let me settle this down a little bit. I know I have a lot of lines, but that's how I roll. So I was looking at 416. Imagine today didn't happen. So this is what we're looking at. Yesterday's high was 416 and 69 cents, and the pre-market high was 415.68, which actually a couple minutes before open, which is what Netflix has been doing, kind of broke a little bit. So actually pre-market the high went to 416.42, which was still under yesterday's high. So I was still interested in taking Netflix off open, but I'm gonna just show you guys the video of how open went. So like I said, I'm watching 416. When I started the recording, it's 9:29 and 34 seconds. So
it's possible. You just need a red to green.
In the last minute, before the market opened, 416 broke. So if we hold under yesterday's high, then I will still be interested in taking it. But if we break it, then that's it.
Bid drop.
And we're kind of right here. So
nice.
Let me pause that. So basically, for me to take this trade, there has to be some type of pullback, at the very least a red to green candle, or else there's really no way I can take this trade. So
nice.
just show you what happened, and boom, right off open, you break by
that's exactly what I'm saying.
$2.50.
Wow, I'm glad I was
almost $3. So that's why I skipped that trade. It's not the wisest to take a trade like that, a straight shoot off open. As you can see, had you not gotten the sell off, then this pulled back, same candle. So look at that wick. It's nothing you want to be a part of.
Opened up at 330, hit a high of 475,
and now it's went green to red for a second.
I was watching that with you, bros.
Yeah, that's nothing to play with. So same thing happened yesterday. First minute had a crazy shoot up, but it's really hard to catch something like that. And in the long term, you should probably just skip them. So that's why I skipped that. But that was my best setup for the day. So that's what I was looking at. Let me just skip a little more. Even if we came back up, I wasn't really interested in the high. So I was gonna watch it, but yeah, I wasn't really too interested in that. That wasn't a trade I had planned or anything like that. But you can see that Netflix is kind of holding up versus the falling market. I kind of blocked the NQ chart, but NQ is straight up just dropping, free falling. ES is doing very similar thing. So let me just skip over a little bit. So here I switched to Tesla. So let me show you what was going on Tesla. So Tesla, if you come to the 15-minute chart. You can see it a little better, but we're looking at potentially playing the 214 area. So the low from yesterday was 214 and 11 cents. So that would just be kind of a quicker scalp. Yeah, even a trade to 213 is kind of stretching it a little bit. So this is definitely more of just a quick scalp if we were to take 214. But I will show you why I skipped it in a second. So like I was saying again, well, you can't really see it, but NQ is having all red candles. You can kind of see it on ES. It's very weak, and then Tesla is kind of holding up with wicks around that 214.50 to 214.75 area. So buyers are somewhat interested there, especially with the weakness on futures. So if I do play Tesla, it needs to switch up and start showing weakness and not holding up versus the falling market.
Microsoft's bouncing right now with the market falling.
So like what Frankie said, Microsoft is bouncing with the falling market. Tesla is also kind of holding up. So that's a red flag when you're looking to play downside, seeing that your stock is holding up when the market is falling. So ES is making lows. I'm sure NQ was. I'm pretty sure almost every candle on NQ was a red candle for the first couple minutes. Let me just make sure I'm not talking out my butt. But so yeah, till 9:35, it's all decent sized red candles, and we're still bleeding till 9:45 basically. So that's happening while Tesla is doing this. So that's not really a good look.
Google actually has decent volume too, if you guys are interested in that.
I'm interested in fucking Meta.
Tesla's quickly dropping.
So normally a candle like this, I'm interested, but like I was saying, again, look at futures, and then you can't see NQ, but look at Tesla here. So 9:35. This is where kind of NQ was, while Tesla is just coming back to low of day. So that's not really what you want to see. It's good to see a big red candle like that, but just know if the market bounces, there's a good chance Tesla's going to bounce, possibly even bounce harder than futures.
Yeah, that's all.
So that reason alone, that's basically why I skipped this trade. So instead of getting in at this low, I just skipped it. I was like, forget it. I'd rather play it safe than sorry and see this bounce.
Also with SPY having a 40-cent drop there.
So right there, it broke low of day.
Those meta contracts are expensive.
But I didn't pull the trigger, literally just because of what I told you. But yeah, you can see this wicking again. Broke low of day and it's wicking again. So
I'm switching over. I need to see what the hell is going on. I want to see how.
See, sellers can't really do it. So when the market's falling like this aggressively, Tesla should be at 212 by now. So that's kind of a red flag on something like this. So that's why I skipped Tesla.
Yeah, no. 11.
Let me skip a little bit.
Yeah, it's a gap.
Okay, here we go.
It's a support here for NQ for me at 14,640. I like Google.
So Nour starting to talk about Google. I didn't even have this planned out, so you can see it's not even one of the trades I'm looking at. Or I'll show you here. Yeah, it's not even one of the trades I'm looking at for today. But he's talking about it, so I'm just gonna chart it out real quick. And this is the benefit of being, or having more screen time and kind of knowing what you're doing. is that you can chart out these plays very quick. Before, it used to take me multiple minutes to kind of come up with a idea or know if I want to trade a stock or not. But now it's like, let's see how long it takes.
Let me just see.
Boom. So 7:10, I start looking at Google. Let's see how long until I.
125 is at 14 km volume.
See, go to the daily chart. I see that. All right, we bounced right off of a gap.
Yeah, 126.40 looks like support.
I come to the 1 minute, and I see we're
it's a gap.
So basically 17 seconds, and I kind of knew what I was looking at. So that's the benefit of having screen time, is you can chart these plays quickly, and then you're not going to miss them.
Good gap.
Even though I kind of did miss it, but
this gap looks...
we'll go over what happened there.
Yeah,
I don't a lot of downside, but I think Tesla's going to be...
Microsoft, Jesus Christ. Yo, wow, I just caught that. Oh my god.
How did that pay?
I don't know what Frankie caught. This is,
20%.
you know, I don't see anything there.
Cool. Microsoft for me wouldn't be a play until 347. Tesla booming here.
And look at what happened. So, good thing I skipped this play, because now NQ has the tiniest green candle. ES is having the tiniest green candle. Tesla is about to break high of day. So that shows you, you know, if your stock is stronger than the market, when the market is doing something like this, any sort of bounce or green candle is really going to shoot your stock up. You know, I could have even played a reversal here. You know, get in basically where this red line is, and then target high of day, but I didn't. I wasn't really looking at something like that.
Netflix 412, 413.
I don't even know why I'm still looking at Tesla, but it's whatever.
I want to see what happens here with Google. SPY is
But
weak.
look at it's not even
trying to
doing
get this
anything.
bounce right here.
So it shows you that Tesla is way stronger than the market right now. It broke high of
look
day
at that.
already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, tell you, look at, can I get a load?
But George caught that.
Looking at what, Tesla?
Man, I told you, I think we're gonna get a Tesla high today. I just caught the bounce on that. I'm still riding this 25% here. I'm about to scale out.
Now you see 25%. So that was a good reversal there.
Load. Yeah.
You know, the fake out at low of day is the real sign that
Guys, I have the 125
sellers
ready for Google.
don't have what it takes.
Right now. These are pretty
Just got out on
cheap.
Tesla, bro.
So,
No.
had I been watching Google, I probably would have got in, or I would have been in already. Basically, the initiation of that gap, that's the real entry for a play like this. But I heard Nour talking about he's looking at it, so I switched over just to see.
I'm in 125 puts for Google.
So yeah, he's already in, and I'm not. Like, I don't have my, I'm not set up to get in. So at this point, I'm just telling myself I missed the entry. So, whatever happens, and I can live with it. But as of right now, I missed the entry and I missed the play. So that's how I feel at the moment. I wasn't going to buy it right now, just because, he's already in. Like, he got in before, and I basically missed the entry.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Just broke 126 on Google.
Yeah, those contracts would have paid.
So it broke 126 by,
when I wanted to
7
get in.
cents.
Yeah, I'm still...
But I still don't have anything yet telling me that I can get in here.
I'm gonna ride these as long as the market lets me here.
But right now, you can see ES had 2 green candles, and Google's breaking the low of that consolidation. So the good thing about this trade, if I were to get in when Nour got in, is that you have a consolidation break right at a gap fill, And this is post earnings, so you have a couple things working for it. Um, Even though yes, ES has been dropping, so technically you could say Google's holding up versus the market. As of right now, these last two candles, Google is weaker, so it's definitely still something to keep an eye on. But yeah.
Obviously, I'll have like a. I'm in pretty decently light here. I'm gonna have a 12% stop loss on Google, and I'm gonna let this ride as much as I can, as long as the market doesn't have a big bounce here.
So one thing I'm noticing right now is that it's trying to come back into this consolidation area, and it gets rejected off there. So that's good, but I still don't have enough telling me that I can get an entry yet.
Might add actually.
And I think why Nour wants to add is basically the same thing I'm looking at. We're breaking into a consolidation into a gap fill, and we're holding under where there was once price acceptance. Now there's sellers holding us below that, so buyers can't get us back in this range. So now the accepted price is down here, if that makes sense. So how I'm seeing it is that if the market kind of crashes, then Google could come down with it. It should come down with it. But I still don't have enough yet. I still need a little bit more telling me to get in.
I'm up nicely on Google. About to bounce.
So right here we're testing that area again, and this candle goes green to red. This is the sign that, okay, if we come back into 126, then I can get an entry there. It's not much more happening after this initial break, but I know if I get in here around 126 or the low, my stop loss is basically above this yellow line. So it's a very tight stop. And then my profit target is going to be 125.50-ish. Just because Google doesn't move, as much as like Tesla or Nvidia. So, you can't look for like $1 or $2 break. It's a slower mover. But what I'm seeing and the bigger analysis is that sellers are really in control, and if we get back above this yellow line, the trade is invalidated. But there's a lot saying that we're going to break down lower. So that's why, this green to red is, I was interested in it. And then we'll see.
I'm adding on Google, guys.
What happens.
Keeping a strict stop loss. I got the ad though.
So you can see when I hit buy market, the bid had just hit 126. So that's what I was looking for.
They're rejecting here.
So look at the bid.
I'm adding on Google, guys.
Actually
Keeping
did
a strict
second
stop
test.
loss. I got the ad though. Nice.
So you got in right
lows.
before the
Nice.
low broke.
Oh my god. Great. Beautiful. Very nice ad right
Now you have to remember, Google is a slower mover, so don't expect a whole bunch of big candles. It's a slower stock, so you have to be patient with something like this. But notice how we're holding around this 126 area, but we keep rejecting.
Target hit here.
So just like we were rejecting up here at 126, 30 and 126.40. Now we're starting to hold below 126. So anytime we get around that area, sellers keep dropping it down. So I'll play it again for you guys. So we already broke, and then look at what happens at 126. See, we can't maintain that price anymore.
Like I said, target hit here. I'm still riding these. I'm taking the risk. Target hit for sure. Oh, nice. New lows again. Oh, man. That was sick.
Now, this right here, I obviously wasn't the biggest fan of. how he went red to green after hitting a new low. But I still have my stop in place, so I'm just being patient with it. But this is definitely a little, a red flag here for sure. How quickly this turned red to green too. But now look again, holding us back below 126.
Finally giving me something. Haven't played this in a while.
Bro, I don't know what the deal is. My computer is so bad whenever I start recording.
I'm still green right here, so.
The deal is your computer sucks.
I mean, yeah, it probably
Pretty
does.
simple, like when it comes to these texts.
Yeah.
See, every time we pop above 126,
Guys,
sellers just take it straight back
moving
down
I'm
into
not
new
trying to get
lows right
greedy
here.
But trust me, I want to get out. I really do like this. $1.50 a contract, bro. Holy shit.
So I'm getting close to starting to scale out here.
I'm giving it to the 50 break. Once I get the 50 break, I won't get greedy. I'll get out here.
So boom, saw 50 on the bid, scaled out some
Nice,
there,
right there.
under 50,
Nice.
I'm out of those.
and boom.
Call, bro.
Got out right at that 41 cent
Sick
area.
Google play.
So.
And I added the wow. That was very nice.
So the reason I got out there, even like, yes, momentum is picking up, but, I was up a good amount, and I didn't want to risk this bouncing again. So I'm up, 15% here. And I wasn't looking for too much on this trade anyway. So I think I executed it well. So you can see, look at Google and then look at futures here. So when I got in, futures were starting to pull back again. So, that's a good sign that Google could start to drop, especially since we broke that consolidation range. And on the big time frame, there's a lot going for it. You have a consolidation break into the gap fill. Post earnings, you had a big sell-off. So it's like a gap and go into a key level. So this was a good setup for me.
Nice.
I'm out of those.
Ended up
Great
getting
call,
filled
so
right down there, which was good.
Sick Google play. And I added the wow. That was very nice.
I wish I had.
And I got filled pretty much right at peak,
I
but
wish I added fucking more, bro. Only had 400 contracts.
yeah. So basically, this play, something you guys should keep in mind: if you miss the original entry, which was this candle into the gap fill, you have to wait for more conviction to get back in. So what I saw on these two candles, which seems like it's a very small amount of information, but we're rejecting that area where we were once holding. So a green to red into the low with a stop loss right up here. So it's pretty simple, but it's something you guys have to practice if you are looking to do something like that. So I got in where Nour added. So with that, I played this pretty light. It was only like a $600 position. But also my stop loss was super tight. So, if you miss the original entry, you have to set a new plan for the trade. And in the moment, I was able to say, okay, my target's going to be around 50 cents, stop loss right up here, so about 40 cents. So technically it's, a little over a 1-to-1. I ended up getting filled at like 40 cents, so it's over a 1-to-1 risk to reward, so that's good. And also I have multiple things working out for me. Plus, I was able to very quickly identify why this is a good setup, why it's something worth me trading. Like before, when I charted it and said, this is the gap fill, we bounced, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But that's basically that
Ooh, look
trade.
at the sell.
I was
Let's
Go ahead.
go.
Get him a loaded low.
I was
What'd
done
y'all
after
give me the
this.
vibe? I think I was late.
But yeah, I guess that's pretty much the video for today. So let's see what actually happened. Of course, we did that. But you can see I got in, around here. Then I got out at like the 50 and then 41. So, my sells were pretty good, but even if this dropped to 125, 124, I would have been okay, knowing that I wasn't looking for too much. So you can't always expect to sell at peak, but what you should expect is to have a plan and execute your plan, whether it's stopping out or hitting your profit target. Don't get butthurt if this goes down to 120 in one move and say, oh, I should have held, because situations like this, if you did hold, you would have got stopped out. So that's just how today went. I know it's a different type of video, so let me guys know if you like it. It's definitely a longer video, about 26 minutes right now, but it's cool. So let me know how you guys feel about this type of video. I might do more of these, I might not. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your days. Peace.